It only does from.
So you just got back from Niagara Falls?
Yes.
How was the trip?
Well, it's hard, difficult, terrible, amazing, all of those things.
And how many miles?
So it's a 500-mile trip. We did it in 450 miles. We were a little nifty. We had our iPhone. We took a shorter route, and sometimes because we got a little lost, but it took us 450 miles.
So tell me about day one and day two.
Day one was really nice. We dropped off our rental car in Niagara Falls. We got some great pictures, and we hit the road. Beautiful weather. Ended up in Rochester. Stayed overnight. Early in the morning, we heard some pitter-patter. It was raining. Not a problem. Rain, we could go through it. And then we got a text message on our phone. Flash flood warnings. And every area we passed through, every new area code, we got another text message. We had like 5 messages. Stay out of this area. Just go away. It's gonna rain. And so we biked 150 miles in the pouring rain. It was absolutely miserable, and it was amazing.
It was miserable and amazing at the same time. Now, did you come across any bears or any deers or dogs?
A few dead animals. I think we counted like 32 dead things. We couldn't smush, but nothing alive, nothing scary. Day one got off to an amazing start. We had winds blowing behind our back, so it was practically like a sail setting us forward, straight from Shemayim. The weather was gorgeous, and we were so happy. We were in a great mood. Day two was not so good. There were flash flood warnings. There were flash flood warnings the entire day, which means that the rain was coming down so hard the road could have technically been washed away. So we did 148 miles riding through like these rains that were just soaking us to the bone. Every single part of us were soaked with water. So we took off our socks. We rode without socks. We went to Walmart. We bought these like garbage bag raincoats, and we didn't. You think the rain's gonna stop us? Nothing can stop us. We're doing this for a big mitzvah, and we are very determined. And the entire time, that's the only thing we kept focused, and that's why we were able to ride 148 miles in the marble weather.
So you weren't even worried about being swept off the road?
Well, at times the water was a few inches deep, and we were next to a huge lake that we were worried was going to flood over. But, you know, listen, until our bikes would have been washed into the lake, we weren't stopping. And even then, we would have continued pedaling in the water until we would have churned our way forward.
All this for a friend.
This is what it takes. Listen, this is what we're made out of. You got to be motivated by something. No one just gets on their bike and rides 450 miles because, you know, they think it's fun. It's fun-ish. It's hard. And that's why we did it.
So tell me your experience. How was day one and day two?
Day one was nice. You know, we took a nice little drive up to Niagara Falls in a beautiful Dodge Durango. We got to shul, we davened the morning services, and then after that we parked off at the Enterprise car rental. We found out to our inconvenience that there's a drop box that nobody had notified us about. We just dropped the car off, put on all our gear, and then rode 86 miles. It was nice, it was sunny and very flat ground, so it was good. We got to Rochester and we forgot we had a bike pump, so we searched 14 miles relentlessly to find a bike pump. The bike store had gave us a bike pump. We got to our host's house. That was nice. Day two, we realized there were severe flash flood warnings. The flash flood warnings were quite terrible, but we got through it. All of us were mentally prepared, and the mentally preparedness kept us going. And we met a nice Amish fellow that hasn't got out in a while. That kept me through it because I realized, you know, with his motivation to, you know, be at one place for a very long time, long periods of time, it kept me going too. So this bike and me were one, and it was good.
Now all this for a friend. Tell me about your friend that you raised money for.
Our friend, well, basically our friend Dovey was very sick. He can't move and he can't get out of bed props. So this wheelchair that we're gonna get him will help him do that. Just like a new set of legs for bikers. We train very hard all the time for it. So it's just such a great thing to do, and I'm really, really grateful that I was able to do it. And he's very proud too. We saw him earlier. His spirits were up, and he said, you know, the only time he'll take a picture with us is when we get him the wheelchair. So we're gonna get him that damn wheelchair so we could really, you know, get it going.
It's not just any friend of ours. It's a really good friend of ours. We realize that he has so much to offer this world, and it's the least we can do just to get him this new wheelchair, which is equivalent to a new set of legs. As a cyclist, it's very important to make sure no gaps open between you and the next rider, because gaps can grow, and that is the theme of our trip. We're trying to close all those gaps. Now we have raised over $6,000. It's growing with every second, and we're gonna get a quote on how much we need to finalize for the chair. We're gonna close those gaps, and then we're throwing a huge party where we can finally get that electric wheelchair. We're gonna zip around in circles. We're gonna dance. We're gonna sing, and that's gonna be the biggest celebration, even bigger than this finish line here, because this isn't a real finish line. The race is to get Dovey a wheelchair, and we're not stopping until we get it for him.